Mark Magnifico MAGSAYO tapped as mandatory challenger versus champ Gary Russell Jr. Before watching, please like, subscribe, comment, Dodong Gold Bar. As per boxing record, Russell got more 5 wins than Dong's Mark, but he got 1 loss and Mark still no loss. Mark has more knockout ratio. Their age gap is 7 years. Mark is 1.5 inch taller, but Gary Russell is more experienced than Mark. What do you think? Who will win this fight? Ka Dong. After putting on a gutsy performance last August, undefeated Filipino Mark MAGSAYO earned his first shot at a world title. MAGSAYO has been tapped by the World Boxing Council (WBC) as mandatory challenger for the WBC featherweight belt currently held by Gary Russell Jr. The organization, one of 4 major sanctioning bodies for pro boxing, made the announcement on Tuesday. MAGSAYO had said his dream fight would be against Russell, who has held the WBC strap since March 2015. "I want the WBC title, of course," MAGSAYO told BoxingScene.com. "If Gary Russell's not moving up, I want to fight him. If I have an opportunity to fight Gary Russell, then my dream fight would come true." MAGSAYO also took a swipe at Russell 31-1, 18 KOs, for only fighting once a year. The 32-year-old American has only defended his belt 5 times since claiming it following a 4th-round stoppage of Mexico's Johnny Gonzalez. "Because he fights once a year," MAGSAYO said with a laugh. "That's why he has held the title the longest." Exactly a month ago, MAGSAYO showed tremendous heart and resiliency when he knocked out Mexican warrior Julio Ceja in the 10th round of their WBC title eliminator in Las Vegas. The 26-year-old Tacloban City, Leyte native survived a 5th-round knockdown before scoring a spectacular finish against Ceja to improve his record to 23 wins with 16 knockouts.
Gary Russell Jr., di mabuting matchup para kay Mark MAGSAYO, sabi ni Peñalosa.
Filipino featherweight prospect Mark MAGSAYO may have a hard time getting a gold-plated strap around his waist because of the deep talent pool in the 126-pound division, according to retired 2-division champion Jerry Peñalosa. MAGSAYO, 26, is coming off a sensational 10th-round knockout win over Mexico's Julio Ceja on the undercard of Manny Pacquiao vs. Yordenis Ugas last month, but it was a fight that proved that the Filipino still has a lot to improve, says Peñalosa. First of all, he has to improve his stamina because if he is going to fight world-caliber champions in the featherweight division, they are all good, there is no easy fight. Second is his defense, he can be erratic and overly excited to finish, Peñalosa said. MAGSAYO, 23-0, 16 KOs, became the mandatory challenger to WBC World Featherweight Champion Gary Russell Jr., 31-1, 18 KOs, following the fight. Peñalosa wants to see MAGSAYO get a crack at a world title, though he also believes that the American might prove to be too much at the moment. Russell is way better than Ceja, so it cannot be compared. Russell is on a different level stylistically. He has good footwork and hand speed, though if he gets hit by Mark he can go down, he said. If they know that MAGSAYO would have a hard time, then they should decide if they will let him fight or not. I told Sean Gibbons in front of Senator Manny Pacquiao that I do not think Russell is an ideal fight for Mark. He agreed, so I do not know what their next move is.
Sino kaya ang magwawagi sa kanila, mga kadong? Totoo kaya ang sinabi ni Peñalosa, na hindi kaya ni Mark